Let me tell you what really hits people the hardest. It's not your anger, not the paragraph texts, not the drama or arguments. It's the silence. The kind of silence that says, I'm done. And I don't need to explain why. You see, most people expect noise, they expect a fight, they expect you to beg, to block, to react. But when you stop playing the game, when you just disappear quietly, it shakes them. Not because you made a scene, but because you didn't. No blocking, no chasing, no proving, just stillness. And that's what hits them the most today. I'm going to show you why silence is your most powerful move, and how it makes them feel the loss without you ever lifting a finger. People form a version of you in their head. They think they know what you'll do. They think you'll always be there, that no matter how many times they mess up, you'll forgive, you'll check in, you'll reply. But when you don't, when you just go quiet, that version of you dies, and with it, their control over you. They weren't just used to your presence. They were addicted to your predictability. They thought they had you figured out, until the moment you did something different. Nothing. No reaction. No message. No explanation. And that kills them inside. Not because you left, but because they never believed you could. You don't have to say a single word. They feel it. They feel it when their phone doesn't light up with your name. They feel it when their social media goes unchecked. They feel it when they post just to get your attention. And there's nothing but silence. They won't show it. They'll pretend they're fine. They'll laugh louder, post more, act unbothered. But inside, they're restless because your silence creates space. And that space, it forces them to face the truth they were avoiding. They feel the shift long before they're ready to admit it. Most people expect conflict. Even anger makes them feel seen. If you're yelling, you still care. If you're reacting, you're still invested. But silence, that's different. Silence is unsettling. It creates uncertainty. And uncertainty leads to panic. Because now, they're left alone, not with your voice, but with their thoughts. And let me tell you something. Your stillness becomes their storm. They'll replay everything, second-guess their choices, ask questions they never wanted to ask. Did I push too far? Why aren't they responding? Did I lose them forever? You didn't ghost them. You evolved past them. And now they're haunted by what you didn't say. At first, they feel free. They convince themselves they made the right choice. They think you'll come back. They always thought you would. But time is brutal. Because every hour you don't reach out, their confidence fades. Every day you stay gone, the regret gets louder. They thought they could leave the door half open. But now that door is closing, slowly, silently, completely. And the longer the silence stretches, the more it says, you were never as irreplaceable as you thought. Time doesn't just heal you, it exposes them. There's a difference between being absent and being unreachable. Gone means they can still check in, still send a message, still hope for a reply, but unreachable. That means you've moved on mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You've pulled your energy back. Your focus is on you now. You've healed. You've grown. And even if they wanted to come back, they wouldn't know how to reach the new version of you. Because that version doesn't live in the past anymore. And that realization, it breaks them. They thought they were the one in control, the one leaving, the one with the upper hand. But you never begged. You never chased. You didn't even explain. And now, you flipped the entire story. They thought you'd be the one crying at night, but it's them staring at the ceiling, wondering how they lost someone who never even fought to stay. That's what silence does. It doesn't argue. It rewrites the entire narrative without drama, without noise, without ego, and it hits them when they least expect it. Because when the ego fades, the truth hurts louder. They're going to see you again, not in person, but through your progress. They'll scroll past your photos, see your smile, your peace, your new energy. They'll watch you leveling up without them, and that's when it stings the most. Because they were so sure they left you broken, but now you're glowing, quietly, peacefully, powerfully. You didn't just survive, you transformed. And there's no going back from that. Not for them, not after seeing what you became without them. They'll try to distract themselves. They'll try to replace you, act like it never mattered. But deep down, they know. They lost something real, and it wasn't just you. It was your loyalty, your consistency, your peace. You don't need revenge. You don't need to say, "Look at me now," because you already taught them the lesson with your absence. And one day, they'll meet someone else, but they won't compare, because no one compares to someone who walked away with grace. So if you're sitting in silence right now, wondering if they notice, if they care, if it's working, it is. Your silence speaks. It speaks for your growth, your standards, your self-respect. They might never say it, but they feel it. And when they finally realize what they lost, you'll be too evolved to look back. Drop this in the comments if you feel it. My silence speaks for me. And remember, you don't need to block. You don't need to beg. You don't even need to explain. Just stay quiet and let the silence hit them.